Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Anna Vanila Arts, and I am Anna Vanila, where I am showing you a lot of tutorials about drawing, knitting, anything else with crafting. I'm there to show you whatever I can, and hopefully I can be useful to you, and hopefully you can learn something new from whatever I'm showing you that I do. I knit on a daily basis, and this is the hat for today, and as you can see is from this cotton yarn, thicker strand, is gray in color, is very classic. And this is the beginning of a hat. The first couple of rows I've knitted with a front stitch on the back and on the front, all with a front stitch to create an elasticated, a little bit like an elasticated band. Then I started to use this pattern, which looks slightly open work. As you can see, it's slightly transparent, and you can see through slightly, so it's breathable hat after all. So it's good for summertime. It's not too warm, not too hot in it. It's just fantastic for the summer evenings, cool evenings, and it reminds me of a claws of a bird. As you can see, it looks lovely. So the pattern is like so. So the first loop you do not knit, then the second and the third we knit together with a front stitch, and then we put yarn over the needle, and we knit again these two front stitches, and we create 3 stitches out of it. So 2 together with a front stitch, we grab the yarn, we make a loop, and then we make a second loop with yarn over, and then another loop from the same 2 loops. We create 3 loops, and so on. We have to knit slightly loose so that the pattern is slightly open work, slightly a bit more transparent. My needles are number 5, so it should create a lovely finish to the hat. Excuse my kitchen, I'm making bread and it creates a lot of noise, so sorry for that, but I'm trying to explain to you, for you to hear me well, how I do this hat. So I hope you forgive me for this. So the hat should turn out quite nicely. And that's how we knit this row. All this row we knit the same. First row we do the same. Now we are doing the second row. This is the back of the hat. This is how it's supposed to look like. So you do not need the first loop. You put the yarn in front of a needle, and then you grab 2 loops out of the group of 3 loops that we've made together, that we've knitted together. You see, they're like a group of 3. But what we do, we knit the first 2 loops with a purl stitch, and then the third stitch we knit on its own with a purl stitch. So two together with a purl stitch on its own with a purl stitch, two together, one purl stitch. And that's how we knit all this. Now we are doing the third row. By the way, you can use this pattern for any other garments that you might do. You can do a top, sleeveless top, you can make any other garments. It's very easy to do, and with any yarn it would look great. So we are now on the third row. We knit the first with the front stitch, the first loop with a front stitch, then the two loops we knit together, and then we make again, so one loop, second loop from yarn over, and we knit it again, these two loops to create three loops, and we knit just exactly like the first row. But because we have knitted the first loop with a front stitch, it creates this pattern, so it's randomly, it's not one after the other, it's not like one above the other like so, but it's spread out. And this is a secret of this pattern. It's very easy to do, and all you need to do is then add one front stitch at the front. You knit it with a front stitch and then two loops together, and then you knit them all the same like in the first row. Now we are doing the back of a hat again. It's a fourth row, so the first loop we do not knit, and the second loop we do a purl stitch on its own, and then the group of three that we created in the previous row we knit like so. We knit two together with a purl stitch, and then the third loop we knit on its own with a purl stitch. So the first two of a group of three we knit with a purl stitch, and then the loop on its own, the third loop we knit as a purl stitch on its own. And this is exactly like we've done on the second row. We knit the same way, so it's a pattern that is kind of repeatable and yet simple to do. And so we knit this row fully the same way as I've told you, and hopefully you're going to like this hat and find it easy to do, and see you in a couple of minutes for the next video to see how this hat will turn out. And don't forget not to knit too tightly. Hello everyone again, and this is the finished hat. Have a look how beautiful, how tactile has turned out. Is very beautiful indeed. It looks like the claws of a bird. If you look carefully, it kind of reminds me of that. And the color is great, the color is fantastic. It's made with cotton yarn, durable cotton yarn, breathable cotton yarn, and this is a wonderful, wonderful hat to wear in cooler evenings in the summer. It's not too hot in it, neither too cold. Is just about right for evening summers, or for example for where I live in the UK, you always get changeable weather, and sometimes even in the summer we get a bit of autumn flavor to it. So it happens. Sometimes we do need such a hat, even in the summer. I've this couple of 2 rows that I've made before I did the pattern. Took me, I had to make it with a front stitch on the front side and back side. With a front stitch as well, so you get this kind of semi-stretchability to the hat. And then I started, after about 2 rows, I started doing the pattern itself, and the pattern itself is a joy to knit. It's wonderful, it's simple, it's quick to do, and it looks great. It looks unique. It would make you be quite proud to wear something like this if you were to make something like this, a hat like so. You'll get a lot of compliments, I can guarantee you that. I do get a lot of compliments when I wear my knitted clothes and accessories. And this is an accessory that we certainly need for any season, and it's fantastic when something looks beautiful and original to you, and you know that nobody else has such a hat, such a pattern, such a hat, and you can do something fantastic with it. This is the back. This is the back. I've stitched on the front. You can barely see the stitch. This is on the back where I've made a couple of knots and I've stitched, hidden the yarn. And this is, when you wear a hat, you always wear this on the back. And this is the back of a hat. And this is the front of a hat, and I think it's fantastic. I love it. It's slightly larger than I expected, but it's a very good hat. I think I would very much enjoy using this hat in this season. Maybe you'd love to do a hat like this one as well, and maybe it will turn out as good or even better than what I've made. So I wish you luck in this. Hopefully you can do something beautiful with my pattern, with my design that I shared with you, and hopefully it's something you can show me in the near future. The works of my subscribers. You're welcome to send me pictures of things that you've made from my tutorials. You're welcome to do so. Please comment below if you like the hat, and leave comments please. What would you like me to do in the next couple of videos, and tell me if you really like the pattern, the hat, and please leave in the comments what you like about this hat, what do you like about this pattern, whether you were going to make a hat like so. And hopefully this tutorial was useful to you, and don't forget please to subscribe, and see you soon in the next couple of videos, and please enjoy coming back and watch new videos with my patterns, with my projects, and I wish you luck in your doings, in your crafting, and hopefully you would have a lot of success with it. Hopefully I've explained all simple enough to be understood, and see you soon in the next video. Please subscribe. I am Anna Vanila, and see you soon in the next video, and take care. Love you. Bye.